Good afternoon, guys. Lexus Driver here. Welcome to another YouTube video. On this video, I'm going to be talking about the Lexus TX, the upcoming vehicles, the Lexus TX and the Lexus LBX, along with two brand new Toyota vehicles that came to the Philippines. So, first off, I'm going to be talking about the upcoming Lexus vehicles. This one is a Lexus TX. This is actually the successor to the Lexus RXL, but the TX, this is only going to be sold exclusively to the United States. So I was right, because when I first saw this vehicle, it is a cool vehicle, but I highly doubt this vehicle would be selling in the Philippines. So it's confirmed that the Lexus TX is going to be sold exclusively only to the United States. And also another Lexus vehicle. This is the Lexus LBX. This vehicle, it's going to be sold exclusively to Asia, Europe, and possibly Australia, because this is a city car. Which is actually based off of the Toyota Yaris Cross. But the Lexus TX, this is actually based off of the Toyota Grand Highlander. The Toyota Grand Highlander, that vehicle is only sold exclusively to the United States. Also, the Highlander also exclusively sold to the United States. I don't think the Highlander would be sold here in the Philippines, but the Highlander and the Grand Highlander, these vehicles are sold exclusively to the United States only. No other country would have these vehicles. So is the TX. The Lexus TX is sold exclusively only to the United States. So this is what the interior looks like of the Lexus TX. The interior of the TX, it looks really nice, really neat. A lot like what you find on the Lexus RX. Now compare that to the Lexus LBX. It's a bit, since this vehicle is really small, you wouldn't have like a big dashboard like this. But the difference between the Lexus TX and the Lexus LBX is that this vehicle actually has the screen in the Lexus LBX, it's a bit smaller because this is a city vehicle. So to compare that, yeah, this one has a big screen. Also, the shifter, the transmission shifter, it's the same. Nothing special, but the only difference is the Lexus TX, it's a big vehicle, whereas the LBX, it's a small vehicle, only designed for the city. In my country, the Philippines, the Lexus LBX, I know that this LBX would be selling here in the Philippines, but since we're in a rainforest, I'm pretty sure it would have been cool if this vehicle, because, you know, since this vehicle is based off of the Toyota Yaris Cross, it would have been cool if this vehicle could actually get dirt on its nails, like, you know, driving a luxury vehicle through a dense rainforest. So, yeah. So yeah, not much to say about the TX and the LBX, other than that the TX is only going to be sold exclusively to the United States, whereas the LBX will be sold exclusively to Asia, Europe, and Australia. Similar to the Lexus LM, the Lexus LM, it's confirmed that the Lexus LM is sold exclusively only to the Asian market. They are working hard on getting that vehicle to be sold exclusively on the European market and the Australian market, but for now, the Lexus LM is sold exclusively only to the Asian market. So as the LBX, it'll be sold exclusively to, like I said, exclusively only to Asia, Europe, and possibly Australia. Because so far we don't have the Toyota Yaris Cross, but it would have been pretty cool if the Toyota Yaris Cross actually came here in the Philippines. So this is the Toyota Wigo. Now the Toyota Wigo, now at this point, I'm going to be talking about the upcoming vehicles that are coming to the Philippines. So this is the Toyota Wigo and the Toyota Zenix, along with their interiors. Yeah. So the Toyota Wigo, this is a city car because, you know, Toyota has been working together with other vehicle companies in Japan because, you know, Toyota is from Japan, but they have been working together with other vehicle companies like Daihatsu, because this vehicle, the Toyota Wigo, is actually based off of a Daihatsu. So the Toyota Wigo, what I like to say is that the exterior looks really nice, really cool. It's only sold exclusively here in the Philippines. No other country has the Toyota Wigo. Exclusively sold only to the Philippines and other countries in Southeast Asia. So Yeah, and also what I love about this vehicle, most of the lights are all LED. LED is actually really good because number one, um, it's good for the environment. You don't waste too much energy with this. It's just right. So this is what the Toyota Wigo looks like. I really hope since this is a city vehicle, you can actually take this for long range driving, but I'd say it only applies to tiny countries. It's highly doubtable that this vehicle would be driving in the U.S. because this is a city vehicle. Now I'm going to show you guys the interior. Here's what the interior looks like. The interior of the Toyota Wigo, it's completely redesigned from the ground up. They've completely redesigned the dashboard, the steering wheel, and also the transmission shifter. Since this is a city vehicle, like it would have been cool if the Toyota Wigo actually has all these safety systems, like the pre-collision system, lane departure alert. Yeah, so it would have been cool, but I think it's for cost purposes and whatnot. But all in all, the interior looks really nice. For a city vehicle this small, it's really good. This vehicle got a fresh new look. Uh-huh. And also, the original Toyota Wigo actually had a push button start, but they put it on the left side because the problem is on the right side there hasn't been any much space. But luckily, Toyota Philippines has placed the engine start stop button on the right as usual because the ignition switch on every vehicle you drive, it's always going to be placed on the right side, regardless if it's a left-hand drive vehicle or a right-hand drive vehicle. But some right-hand drive vehicles, like the Toyota Land Cruiser, they would put the ignition switch on the left. So this is the Toyota Zenix. This is actually a brand new vehicle coming to the Philippines. This vehicle, the Toyota Zenix, it's sold only exclusively to the Philippines. I'm not sure for other Asian markets, but I would say this vehicle is only sold exclusively to the Philippine market. Now, looking at this vehicle, the Toyota Zenix, it really reminds me of the Toyota Highlander. It's like combining the Toyota Highlander and the Toyota Fortuner together. But this vehicle, it's classified as an MPV. For my for my American viewers who don't know what I mean, like who are new to this kind of stuff, MPV, that stands for multi-purpose vehicle. So I think in the U.S. they have multi-purpose vehicles, but they're not like the multi-purpose vehicles like here in the Philippines. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure in the United States, you guys might have a different variation of what you mean about multi-purpose vehicles. But this vehicle that's going to be sold exclusively to the Philippines, this is classified as a multi-purpose vehicle. Um, so what I love about this vehicle, it really gives me Toyota Highlander and Toyota Fortuner vibes when it comes to the exterior and the interior, but it's still going to be considered in a multi-purpose vehicle. So LED headlights, a redesigned grille, well, a design grille, but really one of the coolest vehicles Toyota has ever built. I'm pretty sure it's like when they made this vehicle, it's like they combined the Toyota Highlander and the Toyota Fortuner together, but they had to make sure the size matters because we like big vehicles, but we don't want to overwhelm our vehicle. We don't want to overwhelm our country with a lot of big vehicles. So I would say this is like one of the coolest vehicles Toyota has ever built. So here's what the interior looks like. Not really much of a not really much like you'd find in a Fortuner or Highlander, but I would say the interior of this vehicle, I would say this reminds me of the Toyota Venza. The Toyota Venza, or in Japan, the Toyota Harrier or something. But I would say the interior of this vehicle looks a lot like the Toyota Venza. And also the Toyota Zenix, this vehicle, it's only going to be sold as a hybrid vehicle. There's no gasoline model of this vehicle. This is sold exclusively only as a hybrid. So for those who are thinking, like for my viewers who are thinking of getting this vehicle, I'm pretty sure it's only gonna be sold as a hybrid. But all in all, it's like one of the coolest vehicle interiors, and also the instrument panel. It's a lot like you'd find in the Toyota Corolla. Also, this vehicle. Another thing that would remind me that it would look like the Toyota the Toyota Venza, I would say it's like, it would be the dashboard. So yeah, and so far, for people wondering, like, who have been watching the videos, you'd be thinking like, why aren't you why don't you just choose a vehicle and drive it? Unfortunately, like, I really like cars, but so far I don't have a license yet, but I am going to be looking forward to getting one and driving around. Maybe I might get, well, you know what I mean. So yeah, and also, seeing this picture right here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is the best picture I could find on Toyota Philippines. But seeing this picture right here, this vehicle would have a panoramic view camera that would have four cameras: one in the grille, two in the driver and front passenger side mirrors, and one in the back. So I would say this vehicle has a panoramic view camera. So yeah, pretty cool that this vehicle would be getting that. So yeah, I would say the Toyota Zenix is really one of the best looking vehicles, and if I have a license, one day I might get my hands on these vehicles. I might get my hands on this vehicle. Yeah. So also, this vehicle has drive modes. I hope the drive modes are a lot like what you find on the Prius and other hybrid vehicles. Well, they wouldn't. I don't know if they would have power mode, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be sport mode. So there would be three drive modes: normal, eco, and sport mode. The cool thing about sport mode, like I said, in a hybrid, it actually changes the hybrid system indicator into a tachometer. Yeah. So, anyway, guys, that's all I have for this video. Let me know in the comments down below what do you think of all these vehicles I'm showing here on YouTube: the Lexus TX, the Lexus LBX, and also the Toyota Wigo and the new Toyota Zenix. Just let me know in the comments down below what you think about these vehicles. I'm really excited to see what they look like in the finished product. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.